Yeah, okay, we're going to jump right into a recap of what we were doing on Monday. We're going to be looking for the factors of 24 and of 50, and we're going to be looking for the multiples of 8 and 11. Now, remember, guys, factors are numbers that when multiplied together give us the number we're looking for. So if I wanted the factors of 6, I know that 1 times 6 will give me 6, and I know that 2 times 3 will give me 6. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to do that for the factors of 24 and 50. And when you are ready, pop any emoji that you would like in the chat. Singata, yes, they are holiday classes, but remember, during the holiday classes, we're going to be playing games. So this is the last teaching lesson. Okay. Hello, Wapilo. And Nondumiso's here as well. Hello. Hi, Melisha. Oh, is that your emoji? Oh my goodness. No worries, Sia. Welcome. I guess I'm going to give you 1 more minute. If you're not done, that's okay. That's it, Mutawang. But that's not the only one. All right, that's time. Okay, I'm going to put in the factors of 24. Mutawang and Singata have beat me to it. Hi, Tandeka. It's so great to have you. 1 times 24 will give us 24. 2 times 12. 3 times 8 will give us 24. And 4 times 6 will give us 24. So those are my factors of 24. What about my factors of 50? Okay, I know that 1 times 50 will give me 50. What else, guys? Tell me in the chat, what else can I get for factors of 50? 1 times 50 gives me 50. Good. Bulela. Remember, factors don't come just one-sided. It's going to be something times 25. What are we going to have? That's it. 2 times 25. And then what else? I'm missing just one number. Anybody else figured out what that other number is? Oh, I'm missing 3 numbers, actually. Two numbers. 2. 5 and 5 times what will give me 50, guys? I was thinking the number was 25. That's fine. That's it, Tandeka. Well done. That's it. Well done. 5 times 10. That's it. Okay, good. 5 times 10. All right, and that's how we find factors. Now, remember, guys, factors are finite. We only have it. There's a starting point and there's an ending point. But with multiples, they go on forever. So we're only going to stop at 6 times. Okay, so can I get the multiples of 8, please? Who can tell me the multiples of 8? Okay. Remember how we find multiples? We're just going to go 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. Good. And you just keep going over and over again. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. You could keep going. 48, 56. I almost said 60. That's not it. 64. There you go. Got it. Thank you, Bulela. That's it. All right. Pop in the chat, guys, the multiples of 11, please. What are the multiples of 11? This one is an easy one. What are the multiples of 11? I'll give you guys a minute. Remember, it's just 11 times 1, 11 times 2, 11 times 3, 11 times 4. That's it, Bulela. Well done, Singata. That's exactly what I was looking for. Put a comma in between. Otherwise, it looks like 11.22.23. Okay. It looks like we're multiplying them. Good. So I'm going to get 11 times 1, 11, and then 22, and then 33, and then 44, and then 55, and then 66, and then 77, and 88. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop. All right. And this is what we looked at on Monday. Right. Excellent. No worries, Namahlubi, welcome. Okay. This is what we talked about on Monday. Remember, factors are the numbers that when multiplied together, they're going to give us the number that we're looking for. And multiples is just taking that number and we're going to multiply again and again and again to get to that number. All right. Then from here, we were looking at the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. And the kicker here is the word common, remember. That means that this number is common between 2 other numbers or 3 other numbers or 4 other numbers. We're only going to be concentrating on 2 numbers. Okay, so as soon as we see what is the I almost said lowest common factor. What is the highest common factor of 16 and 20? First thing we're going to do is we're going to go and look for the factors of 16 and we're going to go look for the factors of 20. Now, remember the factors of 16 are the numbers that when multiplied together, they give me 16. Yeah. Think of all the numbers that when multiplied together will give me 16. Sia, that is excellent, my sweetie. You're missing a couple of numbers. That's okay, Wupilo. Thank you for showing up. If you're not feeling okay, you don't have to stay on. We do record the lesson so you can have a look at it after. Okay. Sia, you're missing a number there. Okay. You can just pop all the factors of 16 in the chat when you guys are ready. Hello, Leshego. No, we just put in the chat dot. Sia, 2 times 8 will give me 16. 4 times 4 will give me 16. But 1 times what gives me 16? That's the number that's missing. 1 times what? That's it. Good. Don't forget that. 1 times 16 will give me, oh, and then I write 10. Oh, guys, you know when it's the last lesson, your brain also, a little bit, it also starts to shut down. 1 times 16, my English is again not Englishing. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, and then 4 times 4. And those are my factors of 16. Now, guys, what are my factors of 20? What are my factors of 20? I feel like Bulela already typed that out and he was just waiting for me to ask. What are the factors of 20? Good. 1 times 20 gives me 20. 2 times 10, that's it, Tandeka. You can write them in a line, like write 1, 2, all the numbers that you can think of. And then I'm going to get 4 times 5 will also give me 20. Okay. Now I'm looking for the highest common factor. Which factor, the highest factor, is common between 16 and 20? What is the biggest number that 16 and 20 share? What is the biggest number that they share? That's it. It's 4. Good. Here. They also, you guys will notice that 16 and 20 also have 2 in common, but 2 is not the highest factor. Okay. The highest factor is the biggest number in between them, which in this case is 4. The highest number is 4. Now we're going to look at the lowest common multiple of 4 and 5. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to list all the multiples of 4. Remember, guys, when we're looking for the multiples, we're going to multiply. So 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 5, like that. That's it, Bulela. Just don't put an exclamation mark. It means something completely different in maths. Okay, an exclamation mark actually
factorial.
means I know. I was also thinking that. I'm like 4 factorial. That's okay, Bulela. It's something you don't learn about until matric, but an exclamation point actually means something. It's not an issue. That's it. Okay, I'm going to get 4 times 1. 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 12, times 4 is 16, times 5 is 20, times 6 is 24, times 7 is 28, times 8 is 32. I'm going to stop there. I think I've gone far enough. Now, guys, give me the factors of 5, or not the factors, the multiples of 5. Good. I'm going to get 5 and 10. Excellent, Tandeka. Don't just stop there. Keep going. What comes after 5 and 10? 5 times 3, 5 times 4, 5 times 6. Keep going. Okay, so 5 times 3 will give me 15. And 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 6, 30. That's it. And we can keep going. 35, 40. I'm going to stop at 40. All right. Now, guys, we are looking for the first number, the smallest number that 4 and 5 have in common. What is that number? The smallest number that they have in common, because it's the lowest number. That's it. Leona's here. Hi, Leona. That's it. Well done, Bulela and Motebang and Leona. Well done. The smallest number that they have in common is 20. Okay. That's it. Because over here, there's nothing that they have in common. The first number that they have in common is 20. Okay. And that's how we find the lowest common multiple. Okay. We spoke about this a little bit on Monday. If you were not here with us on Monday, you can go and rewatch the video that we did on Monday, just the end, because we covered this again. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat? How do we feel about finding the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple? Tell me in the chat, thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks, Bulela. Awesome. Thanks, Tandeka. I see you hard at work there. I can tell it's all going in. All of it's going in. Excellent. Thanks, Sia. Awesome. Excellent, guys. Amazing. All right. Okay. So we're going to learn something completely new today. It's not 100% new, but it's something that we really need to know for grade 8. It's very, very important. Okay. We're going to be learning about exponent numbers. Okay. Ah, excellent, Tandeka. I have a feeling, Tandeka, is this your first lesson with us? I see that yes on your lips.
Yep,
Yes, I
I
think
just saw
Tandeka's
that
here
yes.
for the first time. Welcome. That's amazing. Guys,
Welcome.
can we give like a nice warm Watobe welcome?
Right.
Oh, welcome. Yes. Jeez, I didn't know that we'd have someone new today. That's amazing. Oh, and I love how you just like jump right into it and you're like, yes, ma'am, I'm listening. I'm there. Yes, let's go. Awesome. It's so great to see you and have you with us. Sure. Thank you, Singata, for making Tandeka feel welcome. Amazing, amazing. Awesome. All right, guys. Okay, so no, Mashubi's already making new besties. I love it. Awesome. Excellent. All right. Somebody in the chat, I think it was Leona, has already stolen my entire job. Yes, it's Leona. She's taken my entire job. Bulela, you're almost there. All right, we're going to speak about exponent numbers, guys. That's it. Nondumiso's like, this is 2 to the power of 5, and you are 100% correct. Okay, but these two things are called something completely different. Okay, this 2 is actually called a base, and this 5 over here is called an exponent. Okay, an exponent. Sometimes we call it a power because it's easier to say power than it is to say exponent. So you can either call it a power or an exponent, it won't matter. Singata, when you say to me, what are the first topics we will be learning in term 1, grade 8? This is it. We are doing it right now. This is the first thing you're going to be learning in grade 8. So I'm helping you guys be just a little bit ahead of your class. Okay, so you'll be doing this first. Yeah. All right. So just like what Leona said, okay, I'm about to explain what an exponent is. All right. So if I said to you guys, if I said I've got 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, what's my answer? What is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? Put the answer in the chat for me. That's it. It's 10. It's not that difficult. The answer is 10 because I can just go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Good. Bulela, this is not the exponent, not yet. Okay. Now, when we were in grade 1, we learned to write 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. But then we learned about multiplication, right? So instead of writing 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, how else can I write this to make it a lot easier? What's the easier way to add all of these numbers together? That's it, Bulela, 100%. Instead of going 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 all over again, I can just go 2 times 5 because I'm adding 5 2s. And 2 times 5 is indeed 10. Right. Now, what happens when I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? What's my answer? Now you've really got to think. It's not 10, so I'm going to have 2 times 2, that's 4, times 2, that's 8, times 2, that's 16, times 2, that's 32. That's it. So the answer is 32. Okay, and if you think you're aware of the answer, Bulela, I'm going to ask you to just hold your answers for me for a second, just so that everyone can get an understanding of what's happening. Okay, excellent. Okay. Oh, what in the world did I just do? I think I made my screen smaller and I should not have. There we go. All right. Yes, Bulela, you're rushing a little bit. Okay, so 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now, that's exhausting. It's like the same as taking 2 plus 2 plus 2 and writing it as 2 times 5, because I am adding to itself 5 times. Now, over here, instead of writing 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, I'm going to say 2 is being multiplied by itself 5 times. And that's what the base of 2 means to the exponent of 5, that the number in the base is being multiplied by itself 5 times. Leona, you are right on the money. That's why we put it in exponent form, because there's a lot of them and there's no need for us to write 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 like 16 million times. The same way that when we add, we don't write 3 plus 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 3. We don't write that. We just go 3 times whatever the number is, and that gives us the answer. So this exponent is what we use when we're multiplying something by itself. Okay, here's another example. If I said to you guys, I've got 3 times 3 times 3. That's the same as 3 being multiplied by itself. Tell me in the chat, guys, how many times am I multiplying 3 by itself? Mutabang, roots are opposites, and we will get to that. Okay. Actually, your teacher will have to get to that because we might run out of time. Okay, good. I am multiplying 3 by itself 3 times. So my exponent is going to be 3. So 3 times 3 times 3 is the same as 3 being multiplied by itself 3 times. What's 3 multiplied by itself 3 times, guys? What is 3 to the power of 3? Calculate. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 is, that's it. Leona, you're on the money. Times 3 is 27. Okay, excellent. Okay, now I'm saying to you guys, I've got 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. How many times is 2 being multiplied by itself? Tell me in the chat. No, calculate, count how many 2's there are. How many 2's do I have, guys? That's it. That's it. 4 times. So I have 2 being multiplied by itself 4 times. And that's why we write 2 to the power of 4. Okay. I want you guys to break this one down for me. If I had to say 3 to the power of 6, how else can I write this? Expand it out for me. Show me how to multiply it out. How would I multiply this out, guys? Put the answer in the chat for me. That's it. Bulela's got the right idea. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's it. When I've got 3 to the power of 6, I'm so glad, Tandeka, awesome. That is 3 being multiplied by itself 6 times. Okay. Teacher Cat, I think I'm going to give them the trick one. I want to see if they'll fall for it. Okay. What is 1 to the power of 5? What's the answer? If I say to you guys 1 to the power of 5, what is the answer going to be? I couldn't even trick them.
Didn't even think about it.
They didn't even blink. And that's it. That's the same thing as 1 being multiplied by itself 5 times. So I've got 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. It's just 1. Because 1 times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1, times 1 times 1. Mutabang, I know, but you'd be surprised how many people fall for it still. There's some people who still fall for the trick. Okay, 1 to the power of 5 is equal to 1. But here's a trick one. Here's the but for today. But what is -1 to the power of 2? Chevel's just like, oh no. Okay, I've got two different answers. Sang is already on holiday, Leona, unfortunately. No, it's fine. Tandeka, this one is a trick question. Okay, it's just a trick question. Don't worry. Focus on the other ones. This one is a trick question. Lushevo says it's 1. Bulela says 1. Singata says -1. Okay. Okay, let's see if it's +1 or if it's -1. Remember, guys, when we said 1 times 1 to the power of 2, when we said 1 to the power of 2, this was equal to 1 times 1. It was the same thing as 1 times 1. So now -1 to the power of 2 is the same as -1 times -1. Guys, a negative times a negative is going to give me a positive. And then 1 times 1 will give me 1. So a -1 times a -1 will give me a +1. Ah, Bulela, I can't believe you would say such a thing. Some people are struggling here. Well done, Lushevo. You absolutely got it. I feel like Bulela is just like, ma'am, give me the real things. Give me the real things. Okay. Mutebang, think about it. If I said to you 3 to the power of 2, that's the same thing as 3 times 3. But now if I said to you -3 to the power of 2, that's the same as -3 times -3. Because that whole -3 is being multiplied by itself 2 times. Okay. And remember, when we were doing integers, we know that a negative and a negative gives us a positive. And then what do we do with the numbers? We just multiply them. 3 times 3 will give me 9. Okay. So for this one, a negative and a negative will just give me a positive, and then 3 times 3 will give me 9. All right. But I don't want you guys to worry too much about this. Okay. You guys are going to do it again when you get to grade 8. You guys are going to go through it with your teachers in grade 8. I'm just, okay, making us go a little bit faster than we should. Okay. I want you guys, don't worry too much about this one. I want you guys to understand this part, the part at the top that we were doing just now. Okay. Not the stuff. I want you guys to understand this stuff. This one, the 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 3 to the power of 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 2 to the power of 4, or 2 to the exponent 4. I need you guys to understand this part. Okay. All right. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat? Are we understanding how bases and exponents work? Okay. Gulela says 100. Excellent. Bopelo also gives me a thumbs up. Love it. Thanks, Melisha and Singata. I see you guys. Excellent, Tandeka. And Dimpo as well. And Mutebang. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Lushevel's feeling 2,000. I'm assuming that's like 100 times 200. 2,000. 100 times 20. No, it's the end of the year, teacher Kat. Oh, awesome, guys. Awesome. All right. I think we deserve a break.
Could leave me from the cruise today just because of it. So you're gonna be like, you stay.
I won't. You just need to guess right, teacher Kat. Like, what can I say? What can I say? Let's take a brain break, guys. Tandeka, since you're going to figure out what the brain break is, just watch what we do. Okay. Just follow along with us and you'll get it in no time. All right, teacher Kat, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I am going on a cruise. And I'm bringing the Spice Girls. I don't even think anybody Spice Girls are.
Okay, I'm going on a cruise. And I'm bringing Destiny's Child.
Bringing Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child. Okay, yes, you're coming on the cruise, teacher Kat. Well done. Well done. Well done. See, it wasn't that difficult. And by the way, I'm always the Beyonce
Except
of the
I
group.
guessed. And I have no idea what the criteria is. But what matters is I'm going.
Excellent. Hi, Bonolo. Bonolo's here. Okay, let's see. Melisha, you're coming on the cruise. What are you bringing?
Westlife.
Westlife. Yeah, Melisha's bringing Westlife, and unfortunately, Melisha's not coming. Oh no. Oh no, Melisha. Especially says like, it's about girls. Very, very something very important happened there. Okay. Singata, who are you gonna bring? She's right, but almost. Singata, who are you bringing?
Ma'am, I'm bringing cheerleaders.
Well, cheerleaders is a bit too broad. You need to tell us like which cheerleaders.
Maybe they need another clue.
Yeah, okay.
How about
I'll give you another clue.
the Pussycat
Okay.
Dolls?
There we go. Teacher Kat, I think you don't quite know what the criteria is yet, but yes. If you say the Pussycat Dolls, then you're definitely coming on the cruise. Nomatlubi says it's not girl bands, it's not just girl bands. Nomatlubi says the Cheetah Girls, and Nomatlubi's coming. But if Nomatlubi says Blackpink, if you say Blackpink, you're not coming. Mutawang says the Kardashians, and I will give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Mutawang, you're coming on the cruise. Now it gets tricky. Oh, I've never heard of Ice Spice before, but there's so many K-pop girl groups.
Neither.
If Ice Spice is a girls group, then no, you're not definitely not coming on the cruise. Who's Lover Girl? I don't know. Singata says BTS. Nope, not coming on the cruise. If Ice Spice is one person, then no, Ice Spice, you can't come on the cruise. Teacher Kat, I hope you remember that I told you that I am the Beyonce of the group. That's my clue. That I am the Beyonce of the group. And think about the Pussycat Dolls also. Who would you be? Oh, Bonolo says Girls' Generation, and you're coming. You're definitely coming. For reasons that I don't think anybody in the group, in the chat understands. But yes, if you say Girls' Generation, you're coming. Is it shows and movies with girls? No, Mutawang, it's not. Because even if you told me a guy's group, you would also get going. If you say Red Velvet,
yeah, now I sort of get it.
Yes, you can come. It's not famous women because Blackpink are also famous women, so that's not it. Twice, you can't come. If you say twice, you can't come. Ooh, Bulela says Backstreet Boys. And yes, if you say Backstreet Boys, you're definitely coming. Bulela, well done. Backstreet Boys. Let's go. I don't know who Soul for Real is. Are they, tell me who they are. Are they a girl group? I don't know. Sia says FST. I've never heard of any of these groups. But if they are still groups, then no. Nope. If FST is a group, you cannot come. You cannot come. Boyzone, I actually know Boyzone really well. I love their music. They've got the song called Right Here. I listen to it all the time. Boyzone cannot come. You can't come. I don't know who XG and AJ are, but no. Guys, I tell you now, if it's a Stray Kids can't come. Teacher Cat, I swear, they are naming every K-pop band that exists.
And I'm sitting here like, who are these people?
Lil Nas X, you can't come. No, Mashubi says D12 and you can come because D12
I see where this is going.
D12. Hermione, you need to explain to me who ITZY is. I know who New Jeans is and they can't come. Ulela, Boys to Men, yes. It's not that they all have S. Red Velvet doesn't have S. No, it's not famous actors. Okay. One Direction, you can come. If you say One Direction, you can come. No, it's not that. If you say Taylor Swift, you can't come. Teacher Cat, do you want to fill them in? Because I feel like nobody's getting it. Oh, NSYNC can come.
Yeah, I don't even know half these groups, but
okay.
I'm gonna guess and say it's a group of people, but with one person who's particularly the leader or famous or whatever.
Yes, but there's something quite specific. How did this particular person become a leader?
I don't know.
Singata mistake. What about Destiny's Child made this person particularly famous?
Beyonce, I don't know. The fact that she sings, she's a really good singer. And she's individual, she sings alone. I don't know.
Nomashubi says Jackson 5, yes.
Because Michael Jackson went out, but I don't know why he got popular.
Yes, exactly, that's it. Think about all the groups. Destiny's Child broke up and only like one of them is most famous.
Most famous, Beyonce.
Girls have broken up. The Pussycat Dolls have broken up. D12 is broken up. Eminem is famous. Red Velvet has one member who is now an actress and the rest of them we don't know where they are. NSYNC was Justin Timberlake. One Direction is like
Kim Kardashian is taking over.
Kardashian is Kim Kardashian. So we're looking for groups that have broken up. So if you say NCT, that doesn't count. Big Bang counts. Big Bang counts because they broke up and only G-Dragon and Top are famous. Oh, shame. No, much maybe I didn't know that. But that's very interesting. I think this one may have been a bit too difficult, but I knew you guys knew K-pop bands. Yeah, I knew you guys would come. That's why I didn't accept Blackpink, because Blackpink is still a group and they're all still very famous. And BTS is a group and they are all still very famous at the moment. We can only mention BTS once they break up. And we can only mention Blackpink once they break up. Nondumiso, if you had said Outkast, yes, because they broke up and Andre 3000 just stopped making music altogether. Okay. Phew, okay, that was hard. I'm sorry, guys. I'll make it easy.
It was a good one, though. I liked it.
Okay.
Even though I had no idea where I'm going.
I don't even know who Dreamcatcher is. Guys, I don't listen to K-pop that much anymore, so I've forgotten all the names. I saw Bupilo say, ma'am, you look good today. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, see, I feel like I can vibe with everyone in this class. Everybody knows my favorite bands and B2K. Somebody said 21. Guys, do you guys know that 21, the band, it's a Korean girl group, they have been making music since before you were born. They started making music in 2007. That's when I started listening to them, in 2007. So their music is, some of their music is older than you guys are, and you know who
Where do
they
you
are.
guys even find these bands? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Ah, thank you, Bonolo. I tied my hair up today to look pretty.
they say they find them on TikTok.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Sia says, "Ma'am, me and my two friends also make music." Sia, if you and your two friends break up, if your band breaks up, then you guys are also. That was terrible of me. I'm sorry, Sia, but I was just saying, Bulela, what Westlife is coming. No, but then no, they all broke up because they all retired. That was the difference. That there wasn't that one member of the group that kept going. Okay. When Westlife retired, they all retired. That's why. Okay. But all the other groups, there was always just one person who continued with the career, or many of them who continued. Okay. All right, guys. The last thing we're going to learn that we are going to be learning about is something called the ladder method. And what we do when we do the ladder method is we're going to take our prime numbers, and I've written them up here for you. By the way, who can remind us, what is a prime number? Who remembers? What is a prime number, guys? Let me see how many of you guys remember. Excellent. Mutevang, what do you say? What's a prime number?
A prime number is a number that has one that can multiply once in itself.
Good, excellent, exactly. So it only has two factors. It's either 1 and it's sub. That's it. Like if we take the number 2, for instance, 2 only has two factors. I can go 1 times 2, only two factors. Right, exactly. That's it, Bulela. Or if I look for the factors of 5, that's it, Tandeka. Excellent. If I look for 5, 5 can only be divided by 1 and 5. Those are the only two factors of 5. Okay, and that's what a prime number is. So we're going to be looking at these prime numbers, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking up 150 into a product of its prime factors, and we're going to be listing the prime numbers. We're going to be dividing by the prime numbers of this. Okay. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. The class is almost over, but it's great to have you. Okay, so I'm going to take 150. I'm going to write here 150. I need you guys to give me a prime number that I can divide 150 by without leaving a remainder. Can we think of any number? Okay, Bulela says we can divide it by 2. And I agree, we can divide 150 by 2. Good, okay. So we're going to quickly divide 150 by 2. I know that 2 doesn't go into 1. Okay, Singata, remember, 1 is not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number. Okay, 15, 2 goes into 15 7 times with a remainder of 1. And then 2 goes into 10 5 times, so 75, right? So now I've got 75 over here. Now I need you guys to tell me, I need to find another prime number that I can divide 75 by without leaving a remainder. 2 is not going to work because it's going to give me a remainder. What other prime number can I use? That's it, Hermione. I think I agree with you there. That's a Tandeka. Bulela's like 5 or 3. I think let's go with 5 because everybody else is saying 5. Okay, we're going to multiply. Sorry, we're going to divide 75 by 5. Now I know 5 goes into 7 once and leaves a remainder of 2. And then 5 goes into 25 5 times. Okay, good. Now I've got 15. Give me another prime number that can divide into 15, guys. Another prime number that divides into 15. Bulela says 3. Agreed. Okay, good. 3. And then 15 divided by 3 is going to give us how much? Good, Mutebang. It's going to give us 5. Okay, yes, Tandeka. Okay, hold on, my sweetie. Just give me a second. Okay, so 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then what other prime number can we divide 5 by without leaving a remainder? Think about it. Not 1, Bulela, 5. That's it. It's 5. 5 goes into 5 once. Okay. Now that I've gotten all the way to 1, I'm done. Okay. This is the end because my final answer is 1. And the only thing I can divide 1 by, okay, is 1. So I'm done. And what we've just done over here, good, Bonolo, that's it. Okay. What we've just done right here, this is called prime factorization. Okay. Prime factorization. Okay. And what we've done, prime factorization is basically writing a number as a product of its prime factors. Now, product means multiplication. So what you guys are able to do now is you can take your calculator and quickly punch into your calculator 2 times 5 times 3 times 5. Tell me how much you get. Hermione, yes, there's the tree method as well. There's the ladder method and the tree method. I prefer the ladder method because I get to write things like right next to each other. And the tree method gets tricky for me because I forget where the branches are going. So I like the ladder method better. Okay, so if I punch 2 times 5 times 3 times 5 in my calculator, it's going to give me 150. Okay, good. Now, this means that I've broken 150 down into its prime factors. These are the prime factors of 150. And Nondumis is like Optimus Prime. So you need to hold on there. That's not what we meant. Okay. All right. No worries. No worries. Okay. All right. Okay, we are going to try another number. Let us try. Let me make it a weird looking number. I need you guys to break 58 down for me into its prime factors. Okay, and Tandeka, I know you just said you were having a problem with division. We're going to try and do this one together. Okay, so give me a prime number, guys, that's going to go into 58. Which prime number do we have that can go into 58? Hermione says 2. Luchevel says 2 as well. So we're going to start with 2. Okay. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to take 5 and we're going to see how many times does 2 go into 5. So what I can do is I can count in 2s. I can go 2, 4, and then now when I get to 6, that's going to be 1 too many. So I know that 2 goes into 5 2 times because it lands me at 4. So my answer here is going to be 2 with a remainder of 1. So that 1 goes above my 8 and it makes 8 into 18. Okay. Now, how many times does 2 go into 18? We just need to count in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's 9 times. 9 times. So this is going to be 9, 29. Okay. Now, I'm realizing how ugly this is. I probably shouldn't have done this. All right. Which prime number, guys, can I divide 29 by? I'll show you the prime numbers quickly. Which prime number can I divide 29 by? It's not 2. I cannot divide 29 by 2. Which prime number can I divide 29 by, guys? It's not 3. If it's 3, I'm going to get a remainder of 2. So it can't be 3. Has anybody figured it out? It's not 13. 13 is going to give me a remainder of 3. Have a look at all your prime numbers, guys. Hermione, 15 is not a prime number. Tandeka, 7 will not work. I will end up with a remainder of 1. Have a look at all the prime numbers, guys. That's my clue. Look at the prime numbers up top. Ah, that's it. Nondumiso. Nondumiso's got it. What do we know about 29, guys? That's it. 29 is also a prime number. So I can divide 29 by 29. What's 29 divided by 29? It's 1. So 58 broken down into a product of its prime factors is 2 times 29. And this was an ugly one. This was a very ugly one. Let's try a little bit of a better looking one. Give me 1 second. I don't want to mess this one up. Let me just see. Okay, we're going to break 132 into a product of its prime factors. Okay. So give me a prime number, guys. Give me a prime number that I can divide 132 by. Okay, I see everyone saying 2. I agree. We're going to multiply by 2. Okay, now we know that 2 doesn't go into 1, so I'm just going to put a dot there. How many times does 2 go into 13? I can count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 6 times. And then I've got 13. So I'm going to have 6, remainder 1. And then how many times does 2 go into 12? 6 times again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So this is also going to give me 6. Now I've got 66. What is another prime number that can go into 66? Think of another prime number, guys. Okay. Nondumiso says 2, everybody else says 3, and then Hermione says 3. I think we should know. Okay, we can try 2 because 66 is an even number. So let's try 2. Let's see what happens if I do 2. Okay, 6 divided by 2, that's 2, 4, 6, that's 3 times. So that's 3. And then 6 divided by 2 again, that's again 2, 4, 6, 3 times. Okay, and so 66 divided by 2 will give us 33. Now, I need a prime number that will divide into 33. Which prime number can divide into 33? Good, 3. Right, excellent. So now I have to do that all over again. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 3 divided by 3 is 1 again. Okay, so my answer is 11. Okay. So think of a prime number, guys. Think of a prime number that goes into 11. Which prime number goes into 11? That's it. Lishevel, you've got it. Mutebang, you've got it. 11 is also a prime number. So the prime number that we're going to put into 11 is 11. 11 divided by 11 is going to give me 1. Okay. So if I have to break down 132 into its prime factors, that's the same as 2 times 2 times 3 times 11. Okay. And if I punch that into my calculator, 2 times 2 times 3 times 11, that's going to give me 132. Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do we understand how to break down a number into the product of its prime factors. Bonolo's like, nope, ma'am, you lost me years ago. Sure. Hermione's like, easy, love that, excellent. All right. Mutebang is happy, excellent. Guys, remember, no, Dumiso says, can do this all day. Oh, Bonolo's a bit lost. Okay, that's okay, my sweetie, that's okay. All right. Okay, so guys, I don't want you to stress too much about this because this is one of the first things you're going to do when you get to grade 8. Your teachers in grade 8 are going to do this with you again.